Hello, BookTube. Tim here. I'm trying to talk a little quieter now. It's 11 o'clock at night. You could say I lied some in my introduction video where I said I'd really do a book haul video. Of course, I think today I haven't used. Earlier this week, I found out that the Half Price outlet store near me is going out of business at the end of the month, or they're closing anyway. I found out when we were in there today that it's because it's the end of their lease, and for them to continue on there, the landlord wanted to triple the rent. So they're trying to find another location in town to move it to, but they haven't had any success yet, but they're going to keep looking. So until then, after the 26th or something like that, they're going to be closed until they find someplace else. And I went there to look at, I got a bunch of records there too, and I made a video that I have on my other channel where I show my music collection videos, showing those. With that said, I'll start showing the books. First off, I'll show you the ones that were $1 a piece. I've said before that Tom Clancy is my favorite author. Yes, I know he's dead. But this is Tom Clancy Companion. It's with the introduction by Larry Bond and edited by Martin H. Greenberg. See, Larry Bond is another techno thriller author. He pretty much got started off thanks to Tom Clancy. He co-wrote Dreadstorm Rising with Tom Clancy. I thought this would be a good one to read, especially since I'm a Tom Clancy fan. Okay, this next one, I think it's based on another series, because this is it says Tom Clancy on top, but at the bottom it says by Mark Greaney. It's Support and Defend, and it says that it's called a campus novel, and just looking in here, it's the nephew of Jack Ryan, Dominic Caruso, in it. So that's how it's related to Tom Clancy's stuff. And the third one that I got paid for $1 is Dead or Alive, that Clancy wrote with Grant Blackwood. Okay, looks like this might be related to that, and it's related to the Jack Ryan books too. Okay, that's all the ones I paid for $1. The rest of these I got for 50 cents. Okay, the first one is Tom Clancy with Peter Tellep, Against All Enemies. And so that's first. So that's one of his later ones, I think. Then on the companion, I taught you the introduction by Larry Bond, and I said how he wrote Dreadstorm Rising with Tom Clancy. Well, here's one of his novels, The Enemy Within. And then I also that one where he wrote with Grant Blackwood. Well, here's a novel by Grant Blackwood, The End of Enemies. Okay, next up is another one. Okay, I have a 3-volume set that I got at a thrift store a number of years ago of Robert Ludlum novels. One of them is the first Bourne one. Well, today, so I found these there. I figured I'd just get some of the Bourne ones. They had a lot of Robert Ludlum there. This is Bancroft's Strategy by Robert Ludlum. And then after his death, for the Bourne series, Eric von Leusbader took over writing the Bourne ones. Here's the Bourne Sanction and the Bourne Legacy. Okay, here's an author. I haven't read any of his books, but this book looks like it's never been read. It's Jeffrey Archer, Cain and Abel. I figured I'd pick it up to check it out. Like I said, 50 cents for it. And years ago, I read the Brotherhood of War series by W.E.B. Griffin, and saw this one there that I thought looked interesting. It's The Shooters. It says a presidential agent novel, and I liked his writing too. Okay, the next two I got because I've heard people talk about this first one, or I've seen people show it here on BookTube. That's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. And the other one is The Girl Who Played with Fire, also by Stieg Larsson. I figured they'd be interesting to check out. Then here's another author. I haven't read any of his books, but I did see this movie. That's Dan Brown, The Da Vinci Code. And Angels and Demons, it takes place before the Da Vinci Code. And Digital Fortress. Okay, and I also like fantasy some. There's certain authors I like, and these are by one author, and I know I read the first one of these before, but it's been a while, and there's gaps in between a lot of these, but I might be able to find them at the library or something to fill it all in. The author is Robert Jordan. This is Wheel of Time series. This one is Eye of the World, which is number 1. The Fires of Heaven, which is number 5. Lord of Chaos, which is book 6. The Path of Daggers, Book 8. And Crossroads of Twilight, which is Book 10 in the series. And then the rest of these books I have they're all by one author. I read one of his books back in high school, and I just picked up the paperbacks there because they had a lot of his books in hardcover, but I figured, hey, I just try getting paperbacks more than hardcovers with them, since just trying to get into his writing, because he's considered more horror and I'm not as much into horror, but I'm trying to read his books. That's Stephen King. The first one I have here is Rose Matter. The Dark Calf. Cell. For Past Midnight. Trying to get it so where you can see it better because of the light here, and with the Lissy Story, a novel. And Dolores Claiborne. That's all the books I picked up there today, and got around all of these for $16 total. So I thought I really had got a good amount for the price, and I know I don't have much room for storing them here, since we live in a small apartment. You see my bookshelf behind me now. My wife finally agreed to letting me make the spare bedroom into like my den and music room, so I moved the bookcase in here too, where I have my books on, and it's full. But what I'll do is, a lot of these, other than like the Tom Clancy ones, I'll probably there's a library in a nearby town that always takes donations of books for their book sales that they have twice a year. And I've donated books to that in the past. I pick up books that there at times too and stuff, and I'll probably be picking some up at the next one, which is like either next month or the beginning of May. Well, that's all I have for this video. So until next time, read on.